Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is going to be, as we begin the month, that we have two important celestial phenomenon playing out. And so one is that Mars, just before Halloween, went retrograde and will be retrograde right into the new year. There is a Mars retrograde special horoscope that I will link to below. But having said that, this is Mars going retro in a part of the sky for you that has to do with your understanding of career, of life purpose, and what it means to align with some higher destiny to create and participate in the unfoldment of a legacy that you can feel good about. Most Virgos, though, are just going to find that right about now is a time when there's something you really got to get done, some deadline you have to meet, some goal that has to be accomplished, and you are finding yourself needing to give it your all in some way. Just make sure you're taking the best of care of you in the process at this time. The other important phenomenon is that we are in a period between eclipses, where the ancients believed that the veils between the worlds were especially thin. We're able to recognize our spiritual lessons that much more easily or readily. Well, it is going to be on the 8th of the month that we will have a lunar eclipse, bringing eclipse season to an end. And that lunar eclipse is taking place in fellow Earth sign Taurus. This is a part of the sky for you that has to do with your relationship to the world, literal or metaphorical. So whether this is long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters, also your own personal beliefs, the philosophical, political, spiritual beliefs that guide your life, in some way you are going to understand your relationship to the world differently. And I think there are going to be a lot of Virgos that are going to be surprised by how this energy uncovers itself. And the reason I say that is because, look, it is a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses bring things to a close. They speak to closures taking place, sometimes quickly or dramatically. Now, we've got Uranus hand in hand with this eclipse. And Uranus speaks to surprises and very quick moving events and new understandings. And this to me magnifies that very wild card aspect that an eclipse is already going to hold. There very likely is going to be some quick decision, quick movement that helps you to understand where you are supposed to be and can help you to put challenging experiences behind you as well. If you've been involved in a legal matter or a matter connected to an institute of higher learning, for example, this is where things could come to an end rather quickly. If it is that you've wanted to or thought you felt like you wanted to be somewhere else, perhaps in another part of the world, this is where you'll come to understand that more clearly and where it is that you are meant to be now, but also perhaps even meant to be next. For other Virgos, though, this is going to be very powerful insights into what you believe. And I think there are going to be some Virgos out there that in an instant are going to realize that maybe they've held on to a particular set of beliefs, maybe for way too long. And now you realize that that is not the path for you. And so this can be this moment of insight, of revelation. In some very extreme circumstances, this could be conversion to a whole other understanding of faith and conceptualization of the divine. Your path is going to be uniquely your own. Just know that when Uranus is involved and it's a lunar eclipse, there's not a whole lot of planning. There's not a whole lot that perhaps you need to align yourself with. It's much more about allowing. It's much more about being open to where it is that the universe wants to take you next, because chances are it is aligned with some higher, more loving vision for your life. Now, as we navigate further, it is going to be on the 26th of the month that we will have this month's new moon at the foundation of your chart, having to do with home, having to do with your family of origin. And it is this new moon that helps you to feel like there's a new beginning, whether it comes to your connection with your family, where it comes to your living situation, and new opportunities could be there as well. Here's the thing that I find so fascinating. And so, on the one hand, Venus and Mercury are not far away from this new moon, which does suggest that there's information and heart involved in whatever new possibilities are opening up to you now. But at the same time, and literally 5 minutes, I kid you not, exactly 5 minutes after the new moon perfects, we have Jupiter going direct. And Jupiter is the ruling planet of the sign that this new moon is in. And what that suggests is there's a connection here. It isn't just about what's happening at home, but with Jupiter going direct in your opposite sign, partnerships are a key part of what could be developing and revealing itself to you at this time as well. Whether it is that a partner ends up being very influential in some new living arrangement, moving opportunity and buying, selling, or helps you to understand matters having to do with your family differently in some way. These are some possibilities with which this energy might be realized at this time, but the key thing is that your understanding of home gets a fresh perspective, and partnership, whether established bonds, business bonds, or the potential for love, becomes an important consideration as part of whatever's changing on the home front for you now. And so, speaking of matters of love, let's talk about that, because yes, Jupiter is going forward. This is a very important moment in love for Virgos out there. I would say for the whole year, this might just end up being one of the most important moments. And you've had a few this year. We've had Jupiter in your opposite sign for about 5.5 months at the start of the year. And now Jupiter's returned, stationed, going direct. It's that direct motion under the light of the new moon that I think some of your more powerful and impactful realizations are likely to happen. Now, personal realizations may in some way connect you to your past, connect you to family dynamics as well, as part of understanding where you are in love and why and how you feel about it. And so for those of you open to meeting someone new, Jupiter going direct is a wonderful symbol for feeling as if love is able to move forward for you now. In some way, you're making progress, and I think that's going to be very heartwarming to you. So if it is that you are open to meeting someone new, this can be a very powerful time. I really love Jupiter going direct because that does suggest that you feel the potential for partnerships and love finally moves forward as well. It's that new moon, though, that's especially intriguing because it could be your connection to your family, to your past, that in some way awakens your understanding as to what you're going for today in the context of love. For those of you just starting to date somebody, I think this new moon is going to give you powerful insights into whether or not this is someone to navigate forward with. Your answers are likely to be quite clear. Either you're going to realize that this is something you want to move towards partnership. That could be one way this comes together, but it's also possible that you come to realize that this is not something that you can consider as part of a meaningful, committed relationship. Your answers are going to be uniquely your own, but they will in some way be connected to the past, whether it's your past and your identification of past patterns, or whether it is that you learn something about this person's past. It gives you that fresh perspective you need to decide whether or not you're moving forward with them. And for those of you in an established bond, what a powerful time this can be as well. In established bonds, having Jupiter go direct is a very encouraging sign for feeling as if your partner and you are able to move forward together. Whether it is that you live with this person or have wanted to or have discussed living together, that might play an important understanding as to how and what it means to navigate forward with this person that you are in partnership with. For a very small percentage of Virgos out there, if you have known for a while that you are not in the right relationship for you, Jupiter moving forward will help you to be more honest about that with yourself mainly, but also likely with your partner as well. What I love about this month for you, well, there's so much here. It's a powerful astrological moment. I love the sense of momentum that is being created now. I love the sense of progress. It is at a time like this that you are understanding your relationship to the world differently thanks to that eclipse. And I love how it leaps you out into the larger world in new ways than you knew before, but at the same time, helping you to put limiting places and beliefs behind you. You are moving in a direction of understanding your relationship to the world differently as well. Some of your insights may take you by surprise, but you'll also realize that when it resonates with something authentic within you, you are on the right track. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. I look forward to meeting you there, and link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.